roll. It is Wisdom Wednesday. Hey everyone, it is Miss P. Welcome to this day. I hope that you guys are doing awesome today, and I just want to try something different. I'm going to sit down today just because. So before we get started on today's Wisdom Wednesday, let's take a look at last week's. We talked about developing your superpower. And if you remember what your superpower is, remember? Sleep. That's right, sleep. So hopefully you've been paying attention to your sleep. You've been measuring and tracking, and we did a little bit of that in class today. And then thinking about your digital sunset. I personally didn't do as well as I wanted to. However, I was becoming a lot more aware of what time I put my devices to sleep at night. So I think that was a win for me. I hope that you will continue looking at your sleep patterns this week, just like a researcher and a scientist. So today, I decided to talk about gratitude. And why is that? We have, I don't know, I guess that you can see that. Today was a little bit tough at school. A lot of kids were absent. A lot of kids were upset about the work that's being given. The work that's being asked of them, the expectations that are being held. So I kind of, I guess it bummed me out. And I wanted to go back to something that helps me when I am bummed out, when I'm a little bit disappointed, frustrated. And the big thing that I always return to is gratitude. And there are reasons for that. I know it helps me feel better. But I want to talk to you guys today about how you can make this a part of your life. So the number one, talking about making it a choice. There is discipline involved in gratitude. It's not something that you can say, okay, I'm going to be grateful today and that'll be it. It'll be super easy. And it's not like that. So it is a discipline. It is something that you have to work consciously at, and it doesn't always come naturally. So when you are thinking about it, you've got to think about becoming more aware of what you have to be grateful for, and then that opens you up to seeing what more there is in front of you and in your life to be grateful for. So those blessings, looking at those blessings, considering those blessings, that awareness is step one, and we've seen that before. So this is a choice, and you can make a choice to either have negative thoughts. That's really hard to see today, right? Negative thoughts or positive thoughts. And your choice can be having positive thoughts, and one way to do that is to be grateful. Number two, why would you even think about being grateful? What's in it for you, right? Isn't that the question we always ask? Why should I do this extra work? What's in it for me? Well, I'm going to read from a list here about all the different benefits of gratitude and why it can be such a powerful practice to have. So there are actually quantifiable effects. Like, there's research, you guys, that shows how powerful it is. It increases your well-being, your happiness by 25%. You exercise more, you sleep better, and you're even more hopeful. Anxiety, loneliness, depression, all of those decrease if you there's a researcher named Sonia Lubomirsky, and she's the one that has determined that one of the strongest links to positive mental health is gratitude. It's even more powerful than hope. So if it's so powerful, why aren't we doing it more? I know that a lot of students are depressed and anxious, and maybe it's one day, maybe it's a string of days, but there are ways that you can counter that, and one of those is to write things down. And so we'll get to that in number 3, but for this one, let's just remember that it is super powerful. And there are a number of amazing benefits that come with being grateful. And if we can, we want to try and do it on a daily basis. But it's not enough just to think about being grateful. It's even better to write it down. And we know just from learning in class how easy it is to say that we know something, but when we write it down, it's a whole different game. So writing something down helps us sift through our ideas and connect them more fully. Think about things that you are grateful for. Think about unexpected blessings that are in your life. Maybe look at what you do have, what you appreciate, maybe a person that you appreciate. Maybe it's a one-time thing that happened to you. Research has shown that even if you take one time a week to write down 5 things you're grateful for, and you do that for 10 weeks, then you're going to be 25% happier. That's crazy. That's cool. And that's totally doable. You take 5 minutes one time a week to write down 5 things that you really appreciate. Gotta try it, right? Be a scientist. Put your scientific experimenter hat on and start thinking, what is it that I'm really grateful for? What is it that I really appreciate? And we've been talking about things in class that we have that a lot of people might not have access to. We were talking about clean water. There are so many different things that make a difference in our life, and we just aren't aware of it. So, let's recap. Think about gratitude. It is a choice. Again, all of this is an intentional choice, but it's worth it. Take the time. Remember all those benefits that researchers have found come with gratitude and being grateful. So you've got to try it. And instead of just thinking about it, write it down and share it with someone. Maybe there's someone you appreciate, something that you saw them do or something they did for you. You know how good it feels to be appreciated, and when someone thanks you, do it for someone else and you'll get the benefit as well. So my question for you today is, who and what will you appreciate today? There's no better time to be grateful than today. All right, you guys, I will see you next Wednesday. And hey, be grateful every single day. See you guys later.